It's gonna get a chain on it. Very texture. Of course, my stick pin. This I did after, a while ago, after watching Rachel 00013. Oh my gosh, I got it wrong. She's the YouTuber. And she did something with 3 butterflies and did it dimensional. And or 3 dragonflies. And I was like, oh wow, I gotta try that because dragonflies, right? So I did mine out of polymer clay. And there's eggshells and bits and pieces of metal. And, ball chain, some old bead caps. I like the look of the eggshell. Where's the eggshell? Actually, the eggshell's probably all throughout it. And then I used either Rub and Buff. I think it was Rub and Buff. That's before and I did it with metallic craft paint. Green and blue, and can you believe it? So, yeah. A little bit. Here's kind of my sketching. My alien girl with her eyes way too far apart. But I like her. Watercolor stuff. I wish that I'd done this on something nicer so that I could put it in my journal. I ended up doing it on the back of printer cardstock. And so it's all bubbly. Playing with watercolor paint. I got the Ben Fang, or whatever, how you pronounce it. The watercolors that are already in the pen, and they dry. When they're dry, they're permanent. So I was playing around with them, and then it looked to me like a seahorse, a magical seahorse with wings. So I just kind of outlined that, and I'm going to be incorporating that into it. I'm working towards doing a journal page with mermaid water, because those colors are really appealing to me, and I want to do a really magical looking mermaid based on a sketch that I've done. So I guess that's one step in the right direction, a seahorse. Okay, so here's one of the things that I use for art journaling is already made watercolor pad. It's a small one. I don't even know the dimensions of it. Acquarello Fabriano. Okay, it's a small one. I've covered up. I don't know, 5.5 by 8.25 maybe. So just the cover's not as thick as the back. The back's really thick, so I just put, what did I put on here? Oh, I use mixed media paper, spray ink, stencils, just to decorate it and give it more substance. And I'll eventually do something with the front. And then here's me. No, it's not me. It's pretty green. Just playing around with watercolors, and then it ended up turning into using some craft paint with it. And it says, I think I'm going to use this one here. Oh, I like Woman's Little Book of Soul. The Woman's Book of Soul by Sue Patton. Is it Thole? Okay, so I get a lot of things, and this is very valuable to me, this book. I come back to it year after year, time after time. And so one of the things that's what this journal is going to be all about. The types of thoughts provoked by reading different excerpts of that. This is, I felt this was a nightmare page. So then I ended up putting on it, start wherever you are with whatever you have. Because I was doing it in the living room without very many materials. And I didn't like it. I was way too busy. But anyways, it is what it is, right? And then this was a technique of lots of busy work. It looks really simple. Very, very visually simple. I quite like the way that it turned out. Because I tend to over-decorate and decorate everything. Embellish everything. Every square inch of everything. So I wanted to knock it back. But I still liked the pattern, like some of the patterns. There's like every stencil I own, I think, is in this. And then I used die cut shapes and whatnot in the background. So I decided to draw, the tree shapes, and then so you could still see some of the pattern, then kick back the back by putting whitewash on it, which was watered down liquid white paint, acrylic. and then just went, and then, can you see I wrote around just wrote around the leaves, an expression, or a saying, or reflection, and then just went around the edge with my permapaque, and then there's that. So that's all I've done so far on that. I feel under pressure to have something in every journal that I own, so I can show for the demo how you can have what you can use for journals, which I will do. This is my current background journal, meaning that it's okay. I've decided that this journal is okay for not to add anything to it, just to do the embellishments or background and leave it that way and not write in it and not go any further, because this is what I use to photocopy for bookmarks. Not that. That was a Rumi. Okay, Rumi. I love Rumi. I've done lots of pages with Rumi. Hang on a sec. Picking this up. My little hummingbird. So, just not much. Just seems like purples and blues and teal. This is the technique using watercolor. This is ink tints. I love ink tints. It's permanent when it dries, but it gives you the same kind of qualities as water media. And so this is when you put your paper down, you put your wet media down, and then you spritz it with water, and then you lay saran wrap on it and squish it up. This is what you get. I love that effect. I know it's old school, but you know what? Hey, sometimes traditional. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it works, it works. And I really like that effect.